Ben, how are you?
Hi, good.
Ben, I just want to tell you, we don't know each other, but I want to tell you how proud I am of you and how wonderfully you're doing. Like, it's amazing to see you. You're the one bright spot because it's a very dark show. You're the one shining light in this show of darkness. And so many people want your character Sam to be okay at the end. And you're doing a wonderful job, Ben. Great job.
Thanks.
Yeah, Ben. So I'm a little upset at you. I know you're a Massachusetts kid, but I heard you're a New York sports fan. There's no way that's true, Ben.
It is.
Ben, you're breaking my heart before the interview even starts. Ben, do you like all the New York teams, or do you just like certain ones?
Well, I like the Jets, but they're not good this year. And I like the Yankees.
Oh, big game yesterday, huh? And tonight.
No, I think it's tomorrow.
There's three of them. Yeah, it's three in a row. So do you stay up and watch the games, Ben, or do you have to go to bed by a certain time?
Yeah, because tomorrow we don't have school because it's Yom Kippur tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And our school has every single day off. Like if it's like a holiday for anything, if it's a holiday for an ant, they'd have it on.
Yes, I got you. Ben, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
Wow, what an amazing job you're doing at such a young age, Ben. So I have to say, how did you get the part? Like, was it a big audition process? Did you have to go back multiple times, Ben? How did that work for you?
So first we sent in our self-tape. The self-tape was hard. We did that for hours.
Yeah.
And then we went in for a Zoom callback, right? Yes, a Zoom callback. And then we went in for an in-person callback. And I think we went in one more time for an in-person callback. Then we went to Philadelphia,
right,
and met the lady that would be like, how do I explain it? My acting coach.
Gotcha.
Which, by the way, she was super nice. Yeah, Noelle. She was so nice. The best. Yeah. But you met Jeremiah and Sally. Yes. I met the directors, Jeremiah and Sally, the nicest people.
Yeah.
And so then they looked at some kids and me that for the part. I don't think they were all for Sam though, because some of them were really little and some of them was older than me.
Right.
So I don't think they were all auditioning for Sam. But anyways, I got Sam, and then the next week we filmed the scene, my first scene. Literally, I got there, sat in my trailer for 5 hours, and I went straight out to set, and met the director, Jeremiah again.
Yeah.
The writer, Brad, who was super nice.
Yeah.
Everyone was super nice. And then I just went in straight, rehearsed the scene, went back, rehearsed the scene again, and then we filmed it, and yeah.
Oh, Ben, that's an awesome story. Ben, let me ask you this. When you found out you got the part, you must have been so happy. You must have been beside yourself, because you went through so many auditions. You worked so hard, right?
Yeah, I was so excited. I was like, I'm finally going to be on TV. Let's go.
Yeah, so you have a great part. And, you're with some great actors. Do they, so Tom, talk about your rapport with your friendship with Tom, your relationship with Tom, the way you get along with Tom. Does he help you along? Does he give you, I know you guys are probably friendly off camera. How does that work, Ben? You and Tom and how you guys get along?
In the show or in real life?
Well, I guess in real life. In real life. In the show, I kind of get an idea of it. But how is it when the camera's shut off, Ben? What is it like when you guys, are you friendly? Is he always making you laugh? Is he helping you, giving you tips on how to be a better actor? How does that work, Ben?
He's always making me laugh. Yeah. So there was the scene, I think it was the pancake scene, and I was cracking an egg on the bowl, and the director, Sally, she would yell cut right when the egg was about to crack. And then one time, she gave me all the time in the world to let it crack. It just wouldn't crack. And then when she said cut, he said, oh, come on. She gave you all the time in the world for that one. So, yeah, he always makes me laugh.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy because on screen, Ben, it's very tense. Like, right, because Ben's character is always, I mean, not because Tom's character is always, it's very that it's a very serious show. So when the cameras call cut, you must have a good time just finally just relaxing a little bit, being able to laugh a little bit, right, Ben? I'm a little bit of
Yeah,
a anxiety relief. Yeah.
yeah,
I see I see Sam, your character, as a really good kid that has been treated unfair by adults. I think he's had a tough life in the show. I think
yeah,
your character Sam is has we see him coming up the stairs in the first episode in a jaw-dropping scene that caught many people off guard. Then he's taken by Robbie, who's Tom's character. Ben, did they? How do you see Sam? Do you think Sam is because he's very positive, and as I mentioned to you, in a very dark show, right? People are going to riot if something happens to Sam. That's how much he's adored. How do you see Sam, Ben?
How I see Sam. So I think, like you were saying, he was being mistreated by adults his whole life.
Yes.
He's had a lot of things bad happen to him. Like his parents aren't the best, so he goes to live with his grandma, and then he goes back. It's like he switches off and off with his parents and his grandma, and
Right.
then his grandma, who he probably loves, like gets really sick. Was it she got sick? Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's
yeah.
what. That's what. That's what. Yeah. That's what. Robbie tells everybody is that Grandma's sick and he's watching over you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's like really sad. But then he goes back to live with his parents, and we don't know what happens.
Right.
Probably he's like they said, like the FBI task force said, like I, Sam went over to the neighbors asking for food. That probably doesn't mean they feed him much.
Right.
And they also say something about me sleeping in the basement. So that's probably not good parenting. And they also say another thing about me being left home alone for like a lot for like a bunch of times, and that's not good parenting either.
Right.
And then I get like kidnapped. Would I call it kidnapped? I don't
Oh,
know.
yes, I would call it kidnapping. Yes, you were kidnapped. Yes, Sam is kidnapped. I would agree, Ben.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. And
Yeah.
then I get kidnapped by Robbie and Cliff, and it's like better, I
Yeah.
feel. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like
Ben, that's
I
a really good point. I never thought of that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you're so right. Like, in a way, Robbie is giving Sam the attention that no one else ever gave him. How did I miss that, Ben? That's a really good point you bring up.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that because I think Sam really is starting to like Robbie, and that's what's starting to scare me. But I know you can't say too much, and I don't want you to say too much because I don't want to get you in trouble. But how do you because this character that you're playing has all the reason in the world to be negative and to be like just distraught and not like not part of anything, but he's so positive for going through so much and you bring that to that character, and I think that's really impressive, Ben, for your first really major role. I think you do a really great job, Ben.
Thanks.
Yeah, you should be very proud of yourself. But let me tell you my favorite part of Sam. My favorite part of Sam is you talked about this scene a little bit, the egg cracking scene. They had a discussion, Robbie and Sam. They were talking about a deer, and you said that you would go tell the deer because you see a lot. And I'm ruining your great quote, but the deer are always getting hit; they never make it to the other side. You would tell them to be careful, Ben. Is that pretty much what? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
there's a scene in the last episode where he doesn't want to eat this fish. He wants to release this fish. And Ben, all the stuff that Sam's gone through, and this is what he's like. He's this kind-hearted, wonderful kid. Ben, whatever you want to say about Sam, his kindness, this eternal glow in this very dark series.
Um, Honestly, myself, I don't know how he's still super positive. Like if it was me, ugh. But
Yeah.
I think like no matter what happens to him, like never mind, scratch that.
Okay.
Like first of all, he doesn't like to see death probably because
Right.
like his parents, dark hearts people, and they probably kill considerable amount of people and
Right.
never mind, a lot of people, and he probably doesn't know that they kill people, but he probably knows that there in the dark hearts. So maybe he and the parents in the episode 1 didn't seem very like Sam. So I think he might try and not want to be like them and be his own self and have his own identity instead of following the paths of his parents and stuff. So
Ben, that is an awesome answer. That is a great answer. You're so right with that, because you're right. He doesn't want to go down this dark path. And he's actually this kind, like he's doing the opposite. He's doing kind of what Robbie would have taught him if he was one of his own children, because Robbie's not perfect either. But Ben, I like that quote. Ben, tell me about Emilia and your rapport with her, because she is just terrific as Maven. My own prediction, and don't say anything because I don't want to get in trouble. I think she's going to be the one that ends up raising Sam, but that's me. Don't say anything. Let me say this to you though. I just think that Emilia seems so kind, Ben. It seems like you guys are. I saw some offset pictures on the HBO website. Do you guys have fun? Did you guys have fun when you were filming?
yes, we had the best time. She's super nice too. Everyone super nice. I just can't get over the fact that everyone's so nice. But she made me laugh in between takes. Everyone made me laugh. But she was like, she was, yeah, pretty fun. Like
Yeah.
one day, the day where she taught me how to swim, the water was cold. So right when we got out, they had a hot tub, and we went in it for like 30 minutes and just sat there and talked about like
Yeah.
the scene and stuff. So, ooh, that was fun. And yeah,
Yeah, Ben. So Amelia's terrific. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Coda. She's so good, and Tom's been in so many things. Do you ever go and look at some of the other projects that some of your cast has been in? Some of the people that you've met, whether it's, I'm sure Mark, you've seen the Marvel movies. Ruffalo, you've seen the Hulk and so forth. But are there other? Do you go back and look at what some? And you're only 10 too, so maybe this is an unfair question. But have you seen some of the other projects the people that you're working with or worked with were in?
yeah. I've seen like a little bit of Ozark on like
Okay.
on YouTube. On
Hmm.
YouTube, there's a
Hmm.
little like a what are they called? Like
Clips,
they're
little
like,
clips.
yeah, like little clips.
Yeah.
And it just happened to be with Tom, so I saw him acting, and he was pretty good in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's a great answer. Ben, I have a few more questions for you. Thank you so much for this. Let me ask you: do you think Sam knows that Robbie's that Robbie's lying about the grandmother and everything else? Do you think he knows that?
No, because personally, I don't think as Sam here, I'm speaking as Sam. It's not
Gotcha.
speaking
Gotcha.
myself because I know
Yep.
he's lying, but I don't think Sam does because he thinks like, oh, well, this guy's being really nice. And if you're nice, you're probably not lying. So like, I trust you, and I trust that you're not lying. And you say you know my parents, and you like came to their house to pick me up. So I'm like, oh yeah, I trust you. It's like if one of my mom's best friends came over and said, oh, your mom asked me to take you just for like a couple days because they're on vacation or something like that, or a darker
Yeah.
double.
Yeah.
I would believe them that they're just going to take me for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But that scenario, I just realized that it doesn't really work because I've never met Tom. I've met my mom's best friends.
Right.
So I think sometimes, like meeting a new friend, it's like you don't know, but you don't also know anything about them. So,
Right.
like if I knew a friend for a long time and I knew, like, oh, he's not going to keep me for just a couple days, he's going to keep me for a long time, I would
Right.
know. But I don't know Tom for a really long time. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if he's lying. But he's nice. So I'm
Yeah.
going to lean towards the fact that I don't think he's lying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ben, that's a great answer, and I really love what you said about him having a better life. It almost makes you wonder, Ben, if Robbie wasn't going down such a dark road, if it was a different type of show, how great of a father-son relationship they would have had, right? Without all this like darkness and stuff. So yeah, you have some great answers. I have to tell you this on a personal level. I have a son that's 2 years old. You remind me very much of him, the way you look. Like my son has blonde hair and blue eyes, and so when I watch the show, I'm always picturing my son, like you are like going through some of the things that I would picture my son later in life going through. So I'm cheering extra hard for your character. And I'm really rooting for you, Ben. I love what you've done to this character, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of people on Reddit, and I'm going to end the interview. A couple people on Reddit had some questions for you, but yeah, people are cheering for you. If something happens to Sam, there's going to be problems. People want Sam to be a-okay when this is all said and done. Have you heard some of that, Ben?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram account, but I don't really look at it that much.
I
But
gotcha.
so the other day I was like making a post, right? And then I heard like a hashtag then like in the search bar there's like a hashtag save Sam, and I was like, what's that? And it was like pretty cool.
Yeah. Save Sam indeed, Ben. All right, Ben. So I have a few questions for people on Reddit. One person wanted to know how long it took to shoot the quarry scene with Maeve. Do you remember that? The quarry scene with the water. Do you remember how long that took? I mean, that's maybe a tough question to answer.
Wait, the quarry scene with Maeve?
Yeah, that's what they
Where
said.
she teaches me how to swim?
Yes. I think they want to know how long that took. A couple days? You think a week?
2 days. Yeah, like 2 days. We were at that location for around 2 days.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I like it went quick. Like
Yeah. Of course.
It was like in a scene that I really enjoyed. So when you're having fun, it goes like.
Gotcha.
To me, it felt like 30 minutes, but it was probably around 2 days.
Yeah, that's a great answer, Ben. Ben, let me ask you. They want to know. One person wants to know what it was like working with chickens on set.
Well, sometimes they could be nice. Other times they just no.
No, not okay.
No. But they were nice to hold. I got to hold Gertie for the rehearsal. Oh, she was so like fuzzy. At my school, we used to have chickens, but I was always too scared to look at them. So I just would mind my own business when they came near me. But in that, I actually had to be around the chickens, and I was like, But Gertie was a good chicken, but the downside was the cage smelled. It smelled horrible.
That's what they say, Ben. Good answer. Ben, let me ask you, just to what you just said, is it weird being on this, because you seem like a very humble kid. Is it weird being on this huge show and doing this wonderful job and then going back to school? Because I don't know if you've ever seen E.T., but I interviewed Henry Thomas a few times. And he kind of, after doing this big movie, he went back to public school, and I don't think he loved it. How do you like going back to school after doing this wonderful accomplishment that you've done? How did you feel about that adjustment?
Like when I finished the show and it wasn't out yet, or
no, now that it's out and everybody sees you in it. Yeah, that's a good question. I should have said that.
I feel pretty good, pretty proud of myself, because all my friends are like, my parents watched your show and they said you looked amazing. And most of my friends watched the trailers. One of my friends watched the show. He watched the show. And I was like, you did?
Yeah, as a fifth grader, that's probably not a great idea. Yeah. So I have 3 more questions from the Reddit people, and then we'll end. And you did such a wonderful job today, Ben. How much did you know about the characters you were acting with? Do you only know, Ben, what your character's doing, or do you know the story the whole way, or do you just know what Sam is doing?
I mean, I know the details about Sam, but I know the basics about the other characters. Like, I know that Maeve, her father died. Now she's living with Tom. And then I know that Tom, he robbed the house and then took me. That's like the basics.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah. Well, Ben, and the last thing I'll say is, so the last person said, tell him he's doing an awesome job. You have a lot of people that are cheering for you, Ben, including those in your house, those around you. What are your parents and you mentioned a little bit of this, but what are your parents and friends and loved ones? I mean, they must be so proud of you.
Yeah. Every Sunday night at 8:30, we have a man room instead of our attic, and it's like a couch, a TV, pool table. So at 8:30, everyone up, pause what you're doing, upstairs, and we watch the ending 30 minutes of the next episode, and then we watch the new episode until Because it's, you know how it's on Sunday nights and I had to go to school on Monday? I stay up to watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. How cool is it seeing yourself on TV? Not only just seeing yourself, but seeing yourself do a great job and like just act with these people that have been acting, 6 or 7 times longer than you've been alive. Like they're doing an amazing job, and you're right there with them. You're kind of just doing your own job on TV, and it's amazing to see, Ben. I can't believe you're only 10 doing this type of work. It's amazing to watch.
thanks.
Yeah, Ben, thank you so much for this time. I got to tell you, I don't know you. We just met. I'm so happy we met. I'm super proud of you, Ben. You seem like a great kid, and you deserve all of this. And I'm looking forward to not just the rest of this season. I can't wait to see what you do down the road.
Thanks.
Ben, have a wonderful evening, and thank your family for this. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.